Have you ever wondered how the eyes, the body's camera, work to give us a clear picture of the world? They're a marvel of design, tasked with collecting light from objects around us. This light is then focused through a lens, forming an image on a screen known as the retina. But how does this image translate into something we can understand? This is where the magic happens. The eye transforms this image into electrical impulses. These impulses are then sent along the optic nerve to the brain. The connection between the optic nerve and the brain is incredibly close and integrated. The messages sent to the brain through this nerve are so vital that our eyes are often considered an extension of the brain itself. So when you open your eyes, you're not just seeing, you're experiencing a complex process of light, lenses, and electrical signals. Now that we understand how the eye captures an image, what determines the part of the world we can actually see? Enter the visual field, the portion of the outside world that our eyes can capture when looking in a fixed direction. This is shaped by the photosensitive cells located at the edges of our retina, also known as our peripheral vision. These cells play a critical role in widening our visual field, which is essential for navigating through space and identifying the shape, size, and distance of objects around us. Imagine a landscape painting where the artist has carefully chosen what to include and what to leave out. That's what our visual field is like. It's not just a snapshot, but a carefully constructed panorama of our world. It's our eyes' way of selecting and presenting the most relevant parts of our environment to our brain. Our visual field, then, is not just a simple view. It's a carefully constructed panorama that helps us navigate the world. Ever thought about why we have two eyes instead of one? It's a question that may seem simple, but the answer is deeply rooted in the concept of binocular vision. This term, binocular, is used to describe the use of both eyes, which is slightly different from monocular vision, which describes seeing with just one eye. Here's the thing. Our two eyes don't just provide us with a wider field of view. They also bestow upon us the remarkable ability to perceive depth, distance, and motion in our surroundings. This is because each eye views the world from a slightly different angle, and our brain merges these two perspectives into a single, three-dimensional image. This isn't just about seeing more, it's about understanding more. It's about discerning the depth of a valley, gauging the distance to a far-off mountain, or detecting the subtlest of movements. With two eyes, we're not just seeing twice as much, we're seeing the world in three dimensions. But how does the brain make sense of all these electrical impulses? This is where the optic nerve takes center stage. Acting as the grand conductor of our visual symphony, the optic nerve is responsible for transmitting all the information our eyes collect to the brain. Like a high-speed data cable, it carries millions of electrical impulses, each containing a tiny piece of the visual puzzle. Our brain is then tasked with the complex job of decoding these impulses. It's a bit like assembling a jigsaw puzzle, but instead of physical pieces, the brain is working with electrical signals. Each signal represents a specific element of the image, such as color, depth, or movement. The brain carefully puts together these signals, creating a coherent visual representation of our surroundings. In the end, it's our brain that paints the final picture, transforming electrical signals into the vibrant world we see around us.